What's going on, guys? This is Makai. So Eden's Zero console game got another trailer, and we finally saw that it's coming in 2025. From there, we got an update, a very big update, and I wanted to go over the top 10 things we learned about Eden's Zero action RPG console game. So if you guys want to listen up, we're going to be going through those things. If you want to keep up with this game or just anything pertaining to anime games, go ahead and subscribe to this channel. Let's try to get 100 likes on this video. If we do, I'll do another video for this game. So without further ado, let's dive into this hoe. What, yo? The first detail is that the game was previously announced in September of 2020. Well, now it's been reintroduced October of 2024, and the name of the game is just Eden's Zero. It's a little bit disappointing because they did this with Fairy Tail, and they have a sequel to that game. It's just called Fairy Tail 2. I feel like there is a confusion with the anime slash manga series in the game, which is called Eden's Zero. Hopefully they don't keep this name and they add a subtlety to it so that way it's easier to be searched and thus easier for people to find and know that there's a game for it. The game is coming to the Xbox Series SX PC, but thanks to the website, we know that it's also coming to PS5. The initial announcement back in 2020 didn't specify any platforms, so thankfully it's coming to all the consoles. Konami opened an official site for the game. A new game adaptation of Hiro Mashima's fantasy anime slash manga, Take Off to the Stars and Adventure. Hiro Mashima's space fantasy manga and anime, Eden's Zero, is becoming an action RPG. Step into the shoes of Shiki and Co. and play through the original story, expanded with tons of game exclusive content and quests, and all set within a vast open world. Konami, or anyone who is handling this game, that website has way too much going on. It is not optimized and it is a nightmare to navigate through. Please fix it, please. So far, when it comes to the playable characters, we have the following characters that we can tell are playable: Shiki, Rebecca, Weiss, Homura, Witch, Sister, and Hermit. Any other playable characters or characters we've seen in cutscenes, we haven't seen any other indicators that suggest they're playable. But it may be implied that Valkyrie will also be playable in this game, but only time will tell. The battle system has also been outlined, or at least certain elements of it. You can use intricate combos and finishing attacks using ether gear. Each character has unique combo styles. We have close range melee, long range shooting, weapon based attacks, and offensive magic. You can form parties and switch characters. What that basically means is that you can choose certain characters that will be a part of your team, and it seems that you can switch while in battle. Kind of reminds me of Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. We actually have an image of what it looks like when you have people in your party. There is a mechanic called Overboost. It temporarily boosts attack and defense and prevents flinching. Characters also feature special skills. These can be used to inflict heavy damage to all nearby enemies, and characters have signature actions. These have different traits depending on what is being used. Then there's a level up system. Of course, there's a level up system in all action RPG games, or RPGs. Max level seems to be 100. You can upgrade weapons and armor. You can improve the stats in given gear special effects. Ether gear skills are also unlocked with points gained from milestones like leveling up. We actually get to see a grid. Kind of reminds me of Dragon Ball Z Kakarot with its grid and how you unlock skills. Hopefully in this particular game, the abilities and even fighting feels a lot more satisfying and not just you're 3 levels ahead and suddenly you don't really need to care about what you're doing. Hopefully this is more of an RPG than that game. But they don't specify if leveling up is the only way to unlock ether gear skills, so there might be other ways to get ether gears via the points. So maybe the points can be earned through other means in the game. Then this game, and I think this is going to be the major selling point for this game, is its customization. It features over 700 types of equipable items that can be obtained by progressing through the game. Gear can also be altered both appearance and stats wise, and you can freely combine any equipment and accessories you want with a feature that allows you to alter the appearances of your gear without changing stats. And that is a feature that I believe is going to be something that will make this game fun. Just on the website, there were a few customization with the clothes that the characters wear, such as Rebecca. Now, if there's a bit of fan service with Rebecca and Homura, then maybe we might be able to play with them in the bikini the whole time, but who knows? The game seems to be big on exploration as well. We see in various screenshots / gameplay that they're running around in varied environments. They also claim that one of the planets will be fully explorable at one point. Depending on how big that planet is, that's going to be a giant open space, though I believe that's going to be the biggest explorable place in the game. The game is also boasting over 200 quests, and it's also promising hours of content you can sink into. So if this is like any RPG, maybe it's close to, say, let's just lowball and say it's over like 50 to 60 hours of content, but what if it's close to 100 or even more? Kinda makes me wonder why they're not bringing this to Nintendo Switch. Maybe it truly is open world, and that's why it's only next gen and Xbox Series S, of course. The game will feature original stories from the anime / manga and also loads of new story beats and quests exclusive to the game. So I can expect stuff that probably expands on current stories or something original that Hyro probably helped out with and say, yo, let's put this in the game. And they're like, yeah, let's do it. So these might be your quirky quests that might be fun, but we also see that you can pick up quests throughout the planet. So perhaps that's what it also alludes to, more quests get unlocked once you go through the game. And Eden's Zero will have other things to do besides playing the main quests and just fighting loads of monsters, which includes mini games, making meals, tweaking the team, bolstering ether gear, adjusting appearances via accessories, the upgrade system, even getting collectibles throughout the game. But we also see Rebecca getting a massage, so we don't know everything you'll be able to do in the game fully, but it does seem to be a game that looks to be very fun. Like, I don't know what's going on with the Fairy Tail game, but so far the Eden's Zero game is looking to be a much more interesting game than Fairy Tail is. And again, same author, so likely he's probably helping out with both games in some capacity. But still, I feel like Konami, from what we got so far, this looks to be the more interesting RPG I want to play. I'm still going to play Fairy Tail, but Fairy Tail definitely could learn a thing or two from how these guys are going about their business. But hey, Fairy Tail could probably do better because it's on a Switch while this game isn't. Anyways, if you made it to this part of the video, let me know down below, what do you think about Eden's Zero so far? Are you excited for this game? If not, what can this game do to get you excited? And that's gonna be it. I am Makai saying what, yo, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.